we'll be talking about for two numbers, if they are close to 200 or 300 or 2000, 3000, how do we multiply them? But before you watch this module, it is recommended that you watch the other video module in which we have talked about how to multiply two numbers if both are close to 100 or 1000. Then the understanding of this part will become much more easier. Nevertheless, let's move on to this point. 200s, 300s and so on. Let's take an example. Numbers close to 200. Say my number is this, 204. I am multiplying this number with 205. This number is more than 200 by 4. That's what we discussed when the numbers are close to 100. Here this is close to 200 by 5. Same thing. Add that. We get 209. Multiply this. You get 20. So far, this was the approach which we had taken up when the numbers to be multiplied were close to 100. Now, there is that one extra step. This first part, because the numbers are close to 200, 2 here, the base is 2. That first part, you will have to double it. And this is that extra step here. Multiply 418. The last part will remain as it is, untouched. 20. That's the answer. 41,820 is what we have when you multiply 204 and 205. In the same way, let's say we want to multiply numbers close to 2000. Here we take a number 2004 on the same lines, and this number is 2005, right? Now here my number is more than 2000 by 4 and this one is 5. The same approach we will be adopting here. Add 2004 with 5 or 2005 with 4, the same way. So this time what we opt in, earlier we got 209, now we have 2009, and this part is 20. Double the first part, right? So you have to double this one. You get this number as 4018. But then that's what we had discussed in numbers close to 1000. When we take up the second part, my number here contains 3 zeros. That's an indicator that my second part should be a 3-digit number. 20 is a 2-digit number format. Put it in a form of 3-digit number by prefixing 0. That will obviously not change the identity of the number. Bring it down as it is. We put it here. That's the answer. So that is the answer we obtained, 40 lakhs 18,020. In the same way, you can do that for, let's say, numbers close to 300. For 300, you'll have to make it 3 times. 400, 4 times, like that. Let's take maybe another example when the numbers are less than 200 or less than 2000. On the same way, this is what we have. An example. Say my number here, and we'll take equivalent examples for both the cases, right? Now here, let's take this one. You have 190 some number, let's say 7, and this number is 198. We need to multiply. The number here is less than 200 by 3, so minus 3 here, and this one is minus 2. The same approach. Add 198 is added to minus 3, that means effectively we are subtracting. You get this as 195, and this one is 06. By now this point is very clear, we have to have a 2-digit format. But this is not the answer, there is one more step. My base number is 2, 2 is coming here, 200, 2, double it, and then the number which is obtained is 390, 06. This is the value which we arrive at, and we say the answer which we have, if you read it in terms of thousands, 39,006 is the answer which we arrive at. In the same way, if you want to get the answer for the numbers, if they are less than 2000 but close to 2000. So my number here we have taken 197. Let's draw that parallel. I have my value which is 1997. And the number here is 1998. Looks to be big. 1997 into 1998. But by the method which we have talked about, it becomes so simple. That number, the first number, is 3 less. And this number is 2 less. So we say that we get the value which is 1995. And the other part, this is 6. But then there, this is 2000. Here we have 06 there. And that is 06. How many zeros are required to make it a number in a 3-digit format? 1 0 here was sufficient enough. But 1 0 there is not adequate. We need to have one more 0. And this number, the final part, has to be doubled. How do we double that? Do we do like this, 5 2s are 10, 9 2s are 18, like that? Yes, that is one of the methods. What we can do here, we can split this in 2 parts. 19 into 2, 95 into 2, in the mind itself. 95 into 2, 190. Keep 90 here. 1 being the carry forward. 19 2s are 38 plus 1, that carry forward. So this is 39. Bring it down as it is. That part is undisturbed. So you have 006. This is the answer which we get, and we say that we have 39,90,006 is the value when you multiply 1997 into 1998. Such a big number. Easy process. So friends, with this, now we are pretty sure that if you practice by taking a few more examples for numbers close to 300 or 400 like that, you'll become very proficient when it comes to solving questions related to these. But before that, it's recommended that you watch that video, that module related to numbers close to 100. Thanks for watching this video. Hope this video was useful.